Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Slow Talk Mastery. I am Emma, and I am so excited today.
And I am Mark. Wow, Emma, you sound like you just won the lottery. What's going on?
Oh, almost as good as winning the lottery, Mark. I am hungry, and today's topic is all about restaurants.
Ah, my favorite place to be. You know, I think eating at a restaurant is the best way to practice English because you have to speak to get your food. If you don't speak, you don't eat.
Exactly. It's high stakes, but it's so much fun. Today, we are going to take our listeners on a full journey from walking through the door to paying the bill and everything in between.
And we'll share some secret phrases that make you sound like a native speaker, not just a student. So, are you ready, Emma?
I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, imagine we are in London or New York. We see a beautiful restaurant called the Blue Bistro. We walk in, ding! What's the first thing we see, Mark?
Usually, there's a small desk at the front. A person stands there. That person is the host or the hostess.
Right, and they usually ask one specific question. Do you have a reservation?
Oh, that's a big word, reservation. It just means, did you call before and book a table?
If we did, we say, yes, a reservation for two under the name Emma. But Mark, what if we didn't call? We just walked in because we were hungry.
Then we can say, no, we don't. Do you have a table for two? Or even simpler, hi, just two for lunch, please.
I like just two for lunch. It sounds so natural. But sometimes the restaurant is very busy. The host might say, there's a 20-minute wait.
Oh no, 20 minutes? If I'm very hungry, that feels like 20 years. In that case, you can ask, can we wait at the bar? Or, is there a place to sit while we wait?
Good idea. But let's imagine they have a table. They say, right this way, please, and they lead us to our seats.
Now we are sitting down. We have the menu in our hands. Emma, do you look at the food first or the drinks?
Always the drinks. I need to hydrate. Usually, the waiter comes over very quickly. He might say, can I get you started with some drinks?
Now, here's a tip for our listeners. In many English-speaking countries, they ask, still or sparkling? Emma, do you know what that means?
Oh, I remember being confused the first time. Still is just normal water. Sparkling has bubbles, like soda, but without the sugar.
Exactly. I usually say, just a carafe of tap water, please.
Tap water. That's a great phrase. It's free and it's perfectly fine to ask for it. But if you want something sweet, you could say, I'll have a lemonade. Or, what sodas do you have?
Don't forget the please at the end. It makes the waiter much happier to serve you.
So true. Okay, we have our drinks. Now we're looking at the menu. Mark, I see some words that might be confusing, like appetizers and starters. What's the difference?
Actually, they're the same thing. In the UK, we often say starters. In the US, they say appetizers. It's the small food you eat before the big food.
Like soup or salad or maybe some bread?
Exactly. I love starters. Sometimes I want to order 3 starters and no main course.
You can do that. You can say, I think I'll just have 2 appetizers as my main meal. It's your choice.
Okay, let's talk about the main course. This is the big plate. Emma, what are you craving today?
I think I want something classic, maybe a burger. But wait, the waiter asks me, how would you like that cooked? What do I say?
Ah, if you order steak or a burger, they want to know how red or brown the meat is. Listeners, remember these 3 words, rare, medium, and well done.
I like it right in the middle, so I would say medium, please.
Perfect. Now, what if you are a vegetarian like my sister?
Oh, that's easy. You can ask, do you have any vegetarian options? Or is this dish meat-free?
Very important. And if you are allergic to something, for example, peanuts, you must say, I am allergic to peanuts. Does this dish contain any?
Safety first. Mark, I have a question. What if I want to change something? Like, I want the burger, but no onions.
You can just say, could I have the burger but hold the onions, please?
Hold the onions. I love that. It sounds so cool, like a movie character.
It is. Or just say, without onions. Both work perfectly.
So the food arrives. It looks amazing. We start eating. Nom nom nom.
But wait, my fork is dirty. Or maybe I need more napkins. How do I get the waiter's attention without being rude?
This is important. Don't shout, hey, or snap your fingers. That is a big no-no.
Yes, please don't snap your fingers. Just catch their eye and raise your hand slightly. When they come over, say, excuse me, could we get some more napkins, please?
Or, excuse me, could I have another fork?
And what if the food is cold, Emma? That's a common problem.
It's okay to be honest. Just be polite. Say, I'm sorry, but my soup is a bit cold. Could you heat it up for me?
Most restaurants want you to be happy. They will say, of course, I'll be right back.
And then they usually ask the most famous restaurant question. Is everything okay here? Or how is everything tasting?
I usually have my mouth full of food when they ask that.
I just nod and say, it's great, thank you.
We are full. We are happy. But Emma, there's always a separate stomach for dessert, right?
Absolutely. My dessert stomach is never full. When the waiter asks, do you have room for dessert? I always say yes.
I'll have the chocolate brownie with ice cream, please. Oh, and a coffee.
A great way to end the meal. And then the moment of truth, the bill.
Now, in some places, you have to go to the front to pay, but usually the waiter brings it to the table. You say, could we have the bill when you're ready?
Now, listeners, in many countries like the US, you need to leave a tip. That's extra money for the waiter.
Right. Usually 15 to 20%. You can say, keep the change if you pay with cash, or you can add it to the card.
And that's it. We did it. We entered, we ate, we paid, and we spoke English the whole time.
I feel so proud of us.
I feel so proud of us. And I hope our listeners feel confident too.
Before we go, Emma, let's give them a small homework.
Good idea. Next time you go to a restaurant, even if it's in your own country, try to think of the English words for everything on your table.
Yes. How do you say spoon? How do you say napkin? Practice in your head.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for listening to Slow Talk Mastery. We love having you here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us, what is your favorite restaurant food?
I want to know. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.